Blow it up, that's how we fall out. 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 Blow it up, that's how we fall out. That's how we fall out. That's how we fall out. Still got my money.
Hey YouTubers, as you can see, today is the day that I stay in bed. So yeah, I would like to share my labor and delivery story with y'all guys. I will post a video towards the end. So yeah, everybody's asleep right now. So yeah, everybody's knocked out right now. Through my whole pregnancy, I kind of only got sick probably in my second and my third trimester, because really in my first trimester it didn't feel like I was pregnant, so basically I was still bouncing and running around all the time. The only part that I have problem with is smelling McDonald's or any kind of restaurant or place we pass by, like Sonic and stuff like that. Those are the only places that ever got me sick. What else? My baby came out around like at 9 pounds exact, and it was like, oh my gosh, so hard. And if everybody want to know, yes, my baby name is Kai, and yes, he is my first. So yeah, I had him when I was 21, and now I am 22, as y'all can see. So yeah, what else? Yeah, I kept on telling the doctors that I kept feeling I didn't feel myself push, but I felt something coming out. Like it was like actually like sliding through. There's the crazy part. Like I felt it like something was pulling something out of me. So like yeah, my little sister, we was 1 year apart, and she was up in the hospital room. My fiance was on the way because before my water broke and stuff like that. I was at home by myself. I was up in the bed and I was like confused. I guess that's the reason why my like water had broke and stuff, because I was actually supposed to get up and going to see my lawyer. So I just got to bed like 2 or 3 times, walking back and forth towards the light, and the bed was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get up, I'm gonna go ahead and go. And then it's like next minute I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and get like 15 minutes of sleep, and then I just get up out the bed and then just come like again. I was like, dude, like I'm so confused. And as soon as I laid down for the last time, my water had broke, and it's like it was crazy because like it's kind of like I felt it, but I didn't feel it. So like basically I was like, what the F is going on? So yeah, basically it's like 3 drops had dropped on the carpet. Then next you know, this big water just like just poured out of me. I was like, yeah. So yeah, I tried to use a towel to cover it up and everything else. And I called my mother, I called my fiance, and my mom was like, first I called my boyfriend. So yeah, I called him. I was like, yeah, my water broke. He was like, are you sure? And I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I didn't pee on myself. So yeah, and I was like, apparently it's just like white and now just gushy stuff coming out. It wasn't even like yellow or anything. He was like, oh, well, guess call 911. And I was like, really, dude? So yeah, I was like, I'm not even hurting. He was like, yeah, I know you're not hurting. I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm only gonna be hurting for like 25 up to 12 hours. Because I was like, I looked it up on Google. He was like, really? He was like, okay. And I was like, okay. He was like, why you still on the phone with me? Call 911. I was like, dude, I want to have a conversation. He was like, really? He was like, no. And then we both hung up. It was so funny. And then next, like, I called the 911 people or whatever. They was like, are you going to Lear? I was like, no. My water just broke. That's it. I was just like clueless, like why everybody acting like weird and stuff like that. She's like, do you feel any pains or anything? I was like, no. She was like, okay, do you got any cramps or anything? I was like, cramps? No. So that's when I was like, she was asking me, the what am I saying? Like, is it crowning? I was like, no, it's not crowning. But somehow, like, they still had to check me. Um, when the ambulance and stuff had came, they act like I couldn't walk or whatever and stuff like that. I had put a towel in between my legs and think that it was gonna stop the soaping and stuff like that. Yeah, that did not stop. It actually soaked it all up, and then it was still like coming through my pants. So basically, when the ambulance people had to check me, there was like two guys that had to check me. And I'm like, dude, like y'all just want to see some. Come on now. So, cause I kept on telling them like, come on, like I'm not crowning, nothing ain't coming out, I'm not feeling pain, let's hurry up and go before I start feeling pain and stuff like that. So basically, they still have to check me to my it's through procedure that we still have to check you. I'm like, yeah, y'all just want to see something. Come on now. So yeah, so that's what had happened, and then they cut down. Well, actually, they pulled down my pants, whatever. I was like, well, shit's up. Excuse me. I was like, shit, shut down there. Can I take out this towel? So I took out the towel. They took out the towel and stuff. And he asked me that I wanted to keep it. I was like, no. And he's already soaked. I didn't want to keep a towel. So yeah, that's what had happened. We made it to the hospital. Um, um, Before all this stuff happened, I was like 2 centimeters already. I was 38 weeks pregnant. I was 37 weeks when I kept begging my doctor to induce me. I had the most heart pain ever. I had like what kind again? A pain, chest pain, the most chest pain ever that I ever had to my whole second and third trimester. I had heartburn. It's like only certain foods that I could eat and certain foods I didn't eat. I turned off meat like permanent. Like I just like only ate certain meat. Like I went from not eating ground beef, the regular ground beef, like with the blood and stuff up in it, into like turkey ground beef. And that's like something that I'm thankful to have my fiance with, because like really I didn't like no type of meat. Like I didn't eat chicken. Ew, I didn't want to eat hot wings or nothing like that. Dude, like we went to my mother's house and it was certain foods that I had to step outside because it was actually making me sick. And you know I didn't eat it. It's the smell of it that actually get to you, because all women smells is strong when they're pregnant. So basically, like they don't have to even be close up to it. They just be around it. It's like we're actually tasting the food, and it's gross. So yeah, basically, I gotta stick with a lot of grapes, a lot of fruits, and a lot of vegetables. I was kind of like a vegan, as you could say. So, um, at the time, me and my fiance, we didn't have a car at ours, so actually getting transportation through Blue Care. I was getting car sick, and we was riding the bus at the time, so yeah, I was getting bus sick and everything else, and I hated it and stuff. So I actually hated it walking. Like as soon as we got the bus or as soon as we got the car, I'm like, dude, I'm not walking that. Like, come on now, I'm fat. Like, I always hated my boyfriend said I was emotional and stuff. I was like, I'm not emotional. So it was crazy. Like, I was actually getting really, I can say it now, but yeah, I was actually getting a lot emotional. A lot of deep in my feelings when I was pregnant. So that's my whole pregnancy story. So yeah, just like I had what got the peanut ball. Oh yeah. So it's this birth ball. It's circle. If y'all don't know what a peanut ball is, it's like a birth ball, but it looked like a peanut. So it's still a ball, but it looked like a peanut. But yeah, they call it a peanut ball. They had put between my legs, and actually it was like this cord, like out of my vagina. The good word of it is a cord was out of my vagina and stuff like that. So my sister actually took a video of it, which I'm not gonna post up on here because actually it's gross, and I don't know if it's TMI. So I don't know if YouTube will allow me to post that up, or yeah, they will ban this video. So I'm not gonna do that. So yeah. It was actually my cord sticking out of it and stuff like that, out of my vagina, and I had like what it calls again, a peanut butter between my legs. So I was actually turned on my side because my epidural was only on one side of my body, because when they stuck the needle in it in my back, the needle had curved where my spine was. It didn't go straight, it just curved. So it only numbed one side of my body, and I had to, if I had to choose between the birth pain or the epidural, it'll be the epidural. It's actually my worst pain ever because I kept on telling them to turn it off. They was like, Miss Susan, why you want us to turn it off? And they act like I was crazy or something. I'm like, I can't feel nothing. Like, it felt like my body, like my legs, my foot was ready to explode. So yeah. If I kind of talk like I'm trying to breathe through my mouth, actually I got a cold. It's through the whole weather and stuff like that. I got a lot of sinus. I got a bad sinus. So, and me laying like this is not, yeah, it's not going to help. It's not helping at all. But actually, I'm letting on my fiance legs and stuff. So yeah, y'all can see that. Yeah, it's comfortable. But yeah, I, that's all I have to talk about. Please subscribe, comment. You will get a text back. I'm always on my phone. I'm always on electronic devices, so you will get a text back ASAP. Guaranteed. You can hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and always keep your head up, boo. Toodles. See you next time. Bye.